the funniest podcast on the planet Earth.
I always try to keep it like a comic hang. I have a bunch of guys on. It's just us sitting down and yapping. And sometimes it's hilarious, sometimes it's intense.
It's Robert Kelly's
You know what, dude?
podcast
No topics, no directions, but I love doing it.
on riotcast.com.
Welcome back to Sports Talk Radio. We're talking Derek Jeter retiring. We're talking Jens Pulver. We're talking MMA, NFL, NBA. I can't talk like this anymore because it really hurts my throat.
Hey everybody! God, this hepatitis rock that Bobby starts off the show with, it's just the fucking.
That's funny.
That's like the music you put on. That's the music that people butt fuck to in trailers.
Come on, baby. I'm gonna give you my special.
Who is it actually? It's who's the band?
I don't know, Disturbed.
No. It's fuck, dude.
Rage Against the Machine?
No, I know
That
who
ain't
it is.
Rage Against the Machine.
Oh wait, are we live on the?
We're live.
You
yeah,
stream
we're live.
somebody?
I think that was wasn't it Metallica?
No, it's not. I know exactly who it is. It's a newer band. I know the other song they did. I never knew that was them though. But somebody tell us.
Well, we'll figure that out. Until we do, welcome to the You Know What Dude podcast.
You know what, dude?
Today's another dude without a dude episode. Bobby, Hollywood Bob.
We have literally trimmed the fat.
Well, you're still here.
Bob got caught
A zing and then a zing.
Oh, hey, Dan, I thought we're on the same team today.
in. No.
We're always on the same team. Louis J. Gomez.
Yeah! I'm back. Louis J. Gomez, Howard Stern of MMA Radio, the Abo Slayer himself.
You really are. You're the human equivalent of a pit bull, and it's nice to sit next to you. Chris Scopo, barely going to say anything today.
Hey, how you guys doing? I'm trying to get the Ustream on my phone so we can chat with the people.
He's working. He's working.
His butt's filled with words. That's why it's so big, because he never talks. Kelly Fastuca, hi.
Hey, Danny.
Hi, good to see you.
Good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while.
You look really nice today.
Oh, thank
Can we,
you.
hold on, can we stop doing this?
Stop it, Louis.
No, don't come in every time. Every time we do a show with Kelly, we have to compliment her up top now.
Yeah, you want to know why? Because she takes brutal verbal beatings for fucking 2 hours. So if you soften it and put a little sugar up top, you can get away with a lot more. You
I thought you were
psycho.
genuinely giving her a compliment.
I
didn't
am.
know
Yeah,
that,
that
you were
that's
softening
funny.
her up for the 2-hour beating that
And
you
that's-
guys were going to give her.
She has softened herself up. If you look at her body,
That stone cold voice you just heard. Not Lewis's shit voice, but the other one is from Youngstown's own Mike Vecchione.
Yes, we're a steel town, everybody.
A.K.A. wrong side of the tracks Vecchione.
Vecchione really does have a fucking nice blue-collar vibe to him.
Thank you for having me on. I'm
Lou,
super
no-
respectful. That's
No one
what.
has to give me a compliment. You're like, can we stop doing this? We don't have to do anything.
Every
If Dan
time-
wants to be nice to me, let
No.
him be nice.
I'm not saying Kelly. I'm not saying you're a bad person, and I was only kidding about you being fat because you do look good. But I don't like how every time a show starts, everyone has to compliment Kelly's
Well, let me-
appearance.
don't.
Then let me
That's not a
rephrase.
prerequisite.
Let me rephrase my compliment. Kelly, you look like a cute fourth grade teacher that had a horrific past. like I'm gonna find out shit where I'm like, oh yeah. Of course she was on YouPorn.
Yeah. Lots of men behind dumpsters.
Yeah.
Boy.
Fastuca used to fucking be in Playboy or something.
Yeah, not Playboy. Come on, I'm talking Club International.
Well,
Playboy.
I have a different name now.
Yeah.
Just fucking club.
Yeah,
Just call me Mrs. Smith.
Go on YouPorn and Google red sock, and you'll see Miss Fastuca.
We had a teacher like that, Miss Diaz. Everyone heard that she did a spread for a cover of a magazine, but no one could fucking figure it out.
What?
But
She was so hot though.
was
What?
that before the internet? Because that's when I went to school.
Yeah. Mike, back when you went to your county schoolhouse and you guys were learning.
Did you hear that they etched a drawing of Miss Diaz on the wall?
Cans with string.
Mike used to have school days canceled because of Indian attacks.
That's good. I was going to do a paddling thing, but the Indian tax took it way back to Abe Lincoln.
Yeah.
Oh.
In case you don't know, Mike, very in shape,
Yep.
very funny.
Look good.
Thank you.
I should have started with very funny.
You look great, Mike.
My body's the first thing
Every
that
time
you
I
think
see you,
of.
Mike, you always look better.
Thank you.
I think. You
I'm
look really,
trying to
you don't
lean
look,
up.
Yeah, you look
That-
lean.
that's
It's very
a-
lean.
that's-
Kelly always compliments people like that.
I'll
Always.
tell you this.
Always like that.
I think that was real.
It was.
I know.
No, the words were true, but it wasn't real.
You gotta understand things about Kelly. She is good at mirages. So you're like, oh look, she's nice and warm and fun, and then it's just teeth, and then you get stabbed.
Oh, so she's softening me
I'm
up for the.
fucking full of
She's
fruit
going to the
flavor,
body
man.
before she like smashes me.
It's exactly what she does.
Yeah,
Wow.
she's Aline you. She's
Yeah.
Aline you.
She's rope-a-dope.
She's rope-a-doping you.
So Bobby couldn't be here because he's on set
Ooh.
filming. Joe List is flying back from Tampa, but
Wow.
Kay Vazzi went out to see
Who books that?
to Joe List.
Sorry.
did he?
Yeah, he sent me a bunch of pictures. He sent me a picture of him and Joe List, sent me a picture of him and Bobby, him and Oni, and then he wrote, "Where's LJG?"
Where
A
is
lot
he?
of people asking that. I was just in San Francisco.
Yeah.
A bunch of fans of the podcast came out and they're like, "When's Louis J. Gomez coming out?"
I know. I got to get on the road more. I need an agent. Does
You
somebody
do.
want to be my agent out there?
Those are the collective sound of everyone turning off the podcast. That's everyone going, "No."
No.
I've been on the road with Lewis before. He's a power hitter.
Yeah,
Thank you,
dude,
buddy.
he's
I
great.
appreciate that,
It's
Mike.
hard.
No, I actually just
We
play
did Penn
baseball.
State University.
It's every instinct to me is to be a Puerto Rican. I grab a bat, I hit a ball.
He's good.
I'm not very good on the stage, but I'm great with a ball.
I mean, you're one of my favorite people to work with.
Thanks,
You
buddy.
get them fucking there.
Why don't you let me open for you, Dan Soder?
Because I got Gary Low-Pace Veter going.
Gary Lowe, you don't need Gary Veter to fucking get the crowd all
Dude.
bored and fucking.
I'll tell you this. I think Veter might be the best setup man in the game.
Really?
He is a great setup man.
He just
He's
goes
got
up
great
there.
jokes.
He's like, "Hey, everybody, I'm Gary Veter," and then he says these incredibly well-written jokes where
Yeah.
he's like, and then it's like, boom, and you're laughing. You're like, "Fuck, he's got him."
Gary has the
final.
voice from the mom from Charlie Brown.
Yeah, he's like, wah, 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 wah. I'm the girl version of me. Boom.
I love Gary because he's in the final for the Caroline's March Madness competition and Sarah Talamash.
Yeah, Joe
Joe's
List's
girl.
girlfriend.
I'm so fucking pleased.
I'd like to
Holy
see that.
shit, that field has really cleared up, huh? God damn.
Oh, no, she's great. She's
I
an
love
excellent.
Sarah.
She's an excellent joke writer. Killer.
She has one of my favorite jokes ever. Sarah, I don't know if she does it anymore, where she talked about guys are always like, "Would you suck a dick for $1 million?" But you never hear that as the start of a success story. He's like, "Well, I got my first $1 million from sucking dick, and then I invested in land, and now this is all mine."
Oh my God, can she take Kelly Fasuka's place on this show? She's good.
Yeah, dude,
She
Sarah's
does have a good
She's
joke.
really good.
I like the joke with going to the iTunes store and humming the song.
Yeah.
That's what you used. That was fucking funny.
But she, I think Sarah. Hopefully, it's
great.
Sarah and Gary in the finals. You know, congratulations to the other two people.
Dude, they don't even fucking
We don't
compete.
know.
They just start
No.
making out and finger banging each other on stage.
Why would that even be a thing?
I don't know. That's
He
what I'm
just
imagining
goes
is
there.
happening.
I think he just goes there. It's his
The
mind.
fuck up, Chris Scopo. I'll punch you in
Hey,
the mouth.
hey,
Ah,
hey,
wait a
hey.
second.
There it is.
I
Louis.
figured out what it is.
What?
Lewis has the mind of a pubescent boy. That's why everything's fucking
Wait,
and
hold
fighting.
on. Boy or bully?
Bully.
Yeah.
I'll say bully.
I thought
I
you
would
said
go
boy
both.
weird.
Okay.
Boy.
Lewis is
I did
like,
say weird. Boy and weird.
Lewis is just a little bad.
Lewis is just a pubescent.
Pubescent bad.
I wish Liz was here for a quick zing.
You didn't really nail it.
He's like, "Yeah, is that a boy or a boy?" Yeah.
He's a boy because he floats in the water.
Don't
Oh.
ever try to do a list again. That just hurt my soul.
You just shit on it before the joke came out. It
I
wasn't
was
even.
like,
Wasn't even out.
I don't want to think of her ever trying to do a listism again.
Wait, should
I
we
love
tell
this.
what we're gonna do? We decided that
We? Who's no?
me
no,
and
I did
Dan.
not.
Kelly-
I didn't.
Shh.
I am on the record saying I do not approve.
The what? What are you on?
On the record?
The what the fuck?
The record.
The record.
Hey, did you see that new record?
There's nothing like a goofy,
Wow.
a goofy foreign accent. to
God,
live
that
in.
accent sucks.
Because
great.
when Bobby hears about it and if he gets mad about it, I do not.
He-
wanna
why
have
would fucking
anything
Bobby
to
get
do
mad
with
about
I
it?
don't
Listen.
know because it's not.
Bobby
any of
does
our
have a
houses.
temper.
Babino,
No,
my
but
good
he-
buddy.
Because it's not his. You know.
They don't even know what we're talking about yet. So we planned on doing Lewis and I planned on doing the first half of the episode of this podcast sober.
Yeah.
Coffee, soda, water. Second half,
I mean, I've been getting stoned all morning, but anyway, go ahead.
I am
course you have.
sober. The second half of this podcast, we might be a little high. Maybe.
Yeah, we
Maybe.
were going to press pause, take a break, come back. We're going to be in the fucking spirit world. That was the idea.
no.
Exactly. For the great soul must go into the air in order to find the jokes that float.
Scopo was going to do it.
No, when you guys were getting high, me.
We
and
didn't get high yet,
Well,
Mike.
if
Don't
you
you
do,
throw us under that train.
When you guys do, me and Scopo are gonna do some burpees. Probably some
You and
squat
Scopo are
thrusts.
gonna-
Kettlebell
You
swings.
guys-
We're gonna
We
you
fucking
guys
do
really,
squats.
you both look like you work in the same union.
You got fucking Chris Scopo Scopo and
I
Mike
could be
Vecchione.
I could be a dock worker very easily.
Steam fitters, 172. What about it?
Oh, my.
They look like fucking volunteer firefighters
Both of them do.
that are both CrossFit coaches on the side that are just trying to get out of the fire department.
Both of them look like they could tell you where to get the best sandwich in Queens.
Village Gourmet in Middle Village
There
right
you
now.
go. Bam!
What are
You brought that on yourself.
You going for meats or bread? What
You
do
want
bro?
Italian or
You
you want like a little ham prosciutto? I don't know. What do you want?
Oh my God, dude! I just realized Scopo is going to grow into Mike Vecchione eventually. Holy shit! I just realized that.
Yeah, he's a baby Vecchione.
That's a compliment.
I hope he goes farther.
Hopefully, hopefully.
And he's not living under a train in
Hey.
Queens.
I mean,
Hey, we
some of
love
us-
you.
What?
Some of
Dan?
us who are also on this podcast live in that same apartment in Queens.
You do it by choice.
Yeah, but you don't have to. You can
do it-
You can be out of there.
Yeah.
Dan.
No, I don't.
I
Yes,
have
you
to
can.
live there.
No, I don't. I live in
What
Leaning,
about all
baby.
that like MTV money?
Oh, what
You
I'm
ain't-
telling dudes how to live their lives.
The heartthrob of Guy Code?
No, the
Guy
most-
Court?
I'm actually the most forgettable member of Guy Code.
Oh, Dan, really? Like, people always forget about you're on the show.
It's so funny when
so
people are
funny.
like, wait, you're on Guy Code? I'm like, hey, I'm like seventh man.
oh man, I heard a crazy secret that I can't tell anybody.
Oh, no, tell us.
You know, I'm gonna tell it,
No,
Dan's
no, no,
ear.
no, no, Luke,
I can't
no,
tell
no.
anybody.
Luke,
Shut the fuck
no,
up.
you shut up. Listen.
Let me. No,
Listen.
Kelly.
Lou,
Let
shut
me
up.
do this. Let me
Listen.
do this. Shut your face.
No.
He's gonna do it anyway. Just let him do it.
Listen to me. I'm gonna tell it in Dan's ear because Dan's gonna know I can't actually say it, but I want Dan's reaction.
Hold on, Lewis. I think I know what it is.
That sounds like a date. I'm going to do it anyway. He doesn't care what the girl says.
Oh, yeah.
You know that?
Yeah.
Oh, I wanted you to
Don't
react so
name
much
it.
bigger.
I kind
Tell us,
of
but don't name
I
names.
think I
There
know.
can't-
I think I know what it is too. I think.
Nope.
listen. There's.
Don't even allude.
I can't even allude to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Scopo knows what it is.
I thought the reaction was gonna be so much bigger, and that was gonna be the
Here's
best.
the thing. I don't care.
Can you guys,
I don't
guys tell
give a
me
shit.
after?
We'll
Yes.
tell you after.
Oh, thank you. Okay,
All
good.
right.
No.
I don't want to know.
Mike, MTV is a network that's on television
The kids listen
where
to
they
it.
play rock and roll music.
Yep, get told not to take drugs.
Yeah.
I just know
So
it's full of kids being pregnant and hashtags.
yeah. Well, Lewis, you compared one podcast to another podcast before we started this, and we realized.
Yeah, I didn't even realize that. And look, I don't want to. I'm not gonna stir up shit.
You love stirring up shit.
I'm good. Give me the spoon. I'm stirring shit up.
Yeah,
Let me
there's
do
the
it right
spoon.
now. Thanks. I'm
Are you gonna
stirring.
stir it up? I'm gonna get you one on one. Hold on.
Wait, what are you gonna do?
Get you one on one.
We don't need your direction.
Yeah, do you want
No,
the
I
wand?
just realized.
Real ass wand.
We're allowed to-
Realize wand
You
to
want the
stir
real
shit
ass
up.
wand?
Okay.
so manly. Yeah.
So we had those chicks from Guys We Fucked on Legion of Skanks.
I know. I tried.
And we got into a whole fucking thing.
Well, they have millions of listeners.
Millions.
Millions.
But look, fine. I'm sure maybe they do. I don't even give a shit. I'm a fan of their show. I think the show is actually kind of
Are
interesting.
you? Have you listened to it?
I have a bunch.
right.
Yeah, yeah.
And
I wasn't
think
being sarcastic
they're
when I said
sexy.
The one chick is super sexy, and the other chick's cute too. But the other chick's kind of a cunt. She got really super cunty.
On Legion of Skanks.
On Legion of Skanks.
How so?
Not only that, like, all right, here's the thing. Big J was kind of being shitty to them.
And she was being a cunt back. What a
Here's
surprise.
Here's what happened. Okay, here's what everyone. All right, Big J is an asshole. Okay, I'll say it right now.
Lovable.
I wish he was here.
Let me say that like this: he's a lovable asshole.
But
Like
he's
a
only
big-
ever nice to me.
like a big pluming,
Yeah.
like a big pluming whale butthole.
Yeah.
You like it.
Like up close, it kind of looks
All right.
like art, and you're like, wow, that's nice. And then you back up. Oh no, it's an asshole.
Yeah, it looks like
Never
a
mind.
Georgia O'Keeffe, and then you're like, oh, it's a fucking dirty asshole from South Jersey.
So fucking, he's just ripping these chicks, making fun of the show, making fun of their numbers, making fun of them, making fun of them being open micers, not being past at clubs.
That's what Jay does.
He's being a fucking asshole, and it's kind of funny. I'm a little uncomfortable because I invited them on. I wasn't being shitty at all. Neither was Dave. So we ended up talking about this fucking that Duke stripper chick.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
yes.
She's not a
And-
stripper. She's a porn star.
Whatever
Bella
she
Knox
is.
is
Whatever
the
the
name.
yeah,
Well,
Belle
now
Knox.
she's a point
She's not into it. She looks like a
She's
little
not
girl.
that
She
hot. Yeah,
is
she's
stupid.
Well, look,
She's
we
no
we-
teen
we
mom.
can talk about this
we
in a
can
minute.
talk
I want
about
to talk
that.
about
That's
it.
fine.
Yeah.
So we get into this whole fucking argument. So the one girl, Corinne, starts getting really shitty with Dave Smith. She starts calling him a hack.
What?
Yeah, she starts calling him a hack. She's
Which,
like,
by the way, if you know Dave Smith's act, there's nothing hacky about
I mean,
Not a
hey,
hack
look,
at
he
all,
does
no.
do a David Tell kind of, but
it.
it's
I'm
like
not talking about, I'm talking about his jokes, his actual
I'm kidding.
jokes.
I'm kidding.
I mean, because I was like, well, geez, we're getting real. Yeah, he's got hints of Attell in him, but Jesus.
Jesus, your best friend?
A real ass,
he's
that's a real ass
unbelievable.
under the train throw.
So look,
your best
all right,
friend.
He's the furthest thing from a
He's
hack,
doing a
Yeah.
Big J, and Big J's doing a Tell. Sorry, I apologize. bring it
Okay, so back to this.
So, dude, this chick kind of, here's the problem, dude. They start lashing out at me and Dave because they're afraid to lash out at Big J.
Because Big J looks like he sells T-shirts at backyard wrestling events.
Do you think it's because they think Big J could crush them more, or because he's a bigger name? I'm not being
I think they're just
rude.
being a little more dick sucky. That's not being rude. He has a bigger name.
Yeah.
I think that's really what it is. Not that he could slam them more. It's just like,
Which
it's
he
weird.
could.
I'm friends with Big J, and I don't go at Big J the same way that I go at Dave. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So it's just a weird thing. It's I don't know. It's like an alpha male thing.
Right.
But after it was all said and done, we stopped the podcast and we were walking to the train, and I just made a joke about something, and she was like, "Ugh, you're just not funny." And she said, you said like that, and I was like, "All right, well, you know what? Go fuck yourself. I'm not gonna sit here and fucking like I didn't even get what the fuck happened." But either way, I was thinking about it. I'm looking at the Riotcast poster. Fucking, why you suck in bed? That's the concept of their show. Is the same thing as Guys We Fucked. It's just two girls freely talking about sex.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So we found out that basically that podcast it's the same as.
So you know what? I will openly say.
So they're hacky. Is that what you're trying to say?
I'm saying that they're hacky. Thank you, Chris Scopo. Thank you, Mike Vecchione from the past.
Thank you, Mike Vecchione prequel.
It's like Mike Vecchione ran into this room. Dude, do not fuck that chick next Friday night.
I'm like this. Don't stop him from living with me. I need rent to be
Dude,
paid.
you can't see yourself or the future will be altered.
No, we got a Back to the Future 2 moment. No, just let the thing happen.
It's like a looper?
Yeah.
He's gonna shoot himself.
Vecchione Scopo's looper.
But see, the thing is, I got to ask you, Lou. You said something shitty to her on the train.
I didn't say something shitty. I said a joke. I made a joke about something. I don't even
You
remember
said
what it
something
was.
shitty. I will tell you now, it was something shitty.
You
Your
weren't there.
joke is shitty. I know you, and I know the way you talk to me, other women.
No, I
women
hate
whose
you.
pussy that you can't control. I know the way you talk to them.
And you know
you're
what?
A little bit shitty.
I gotta back Kelly on this one. She does. If she's like a Lewis anthropologist, she's studied several layers of Lewis. You probably did say something that wasn't the nicest.
No.
thing.
I
What
know
did you
it
say,
was,
to her?
dude? We kept on making jokes about this girl Belle Knox having daddy issues. The
Which
point
she
the point we had made, but here's the thing. Here's my problem with chicks that will just take the stance and hide behind the agenda. Like, no, she's a free and empowered woman.
No, I don't.
First of all, you don't fucking know this chick. First of all, if you actually watch the porn, you notice she has fucking slices up and down her legs
she was
because
a
she's
cutter.
a fucking cutter, dude.
Yeah.
This bitch is bananas. Okay, don't fucking tell me this chick doesn't have daddy issues. Okay, so we say this, and they're just going, no, she doesn't have daddy issues. You don't know her. It's like, motherfucker, you don't know, and I can just deduce from all of the variables surrounding this 18-year-old chick that she probably has some fucking issues with her fucking upbringing.
Were they defending her?
Yeah.
I've never said the word deduce, and I nailed it.
Yeah, you did.
Quick timeout. Lewis should always have a wand.
Yeah.
This is the greatest. Lewis looks like the most macho fairy godmother.
It's like
like,
he's.
what do you want? Do you want to go to the dance and meet Prince Charming? I'm gonna make it happen.
It's like it helps him focus, like the bright and shininess makes him
And
go.
he twirls it. He twirled it
It's a
too, like a
lightning rod.
drumstick. Yeah.
So here's the thing with Bella Knox. If you are in porn, that doesn't necessarily mean you have daddy issues, but when you are in porn where you get choked and the shit kicked out of you,
Face
for
fucking
many-
Dan.
She took a fucking 11-inch cock.
Yeah.
And
That's
she's what,
crazy.
5'2"?
She's
Oh
crying
my
because
God.
she's getting face fucked so much that she can't even handle it. This-
Look, and I
can
don't even give a shit, dude. I'm not even shitting on a girl for doing porn. More power to you. I watch porn. Do what the fuck you want to do with your pussy and your dick, and do what you. If you want to get paid and fuck on camera, that's fine.
Agreed.
But don't tell me that person that does that doesn't have issues growing
It
up.
would be like saying if I didn't have daddy issues, if I'm like, you're a comic, you've got daddy issues, I'd be like, yes, of course, that's why I'm on stage
And it's not that
every
every
night.
comic does. I'm
No.
sure there are some comics that had a perfect upbringing and everything was fine and dandy, but the good ones didn't.
Yeah, but I don't even know. I don't even know if it's daddy issues because I don't like. If she wants to do porn, go for it. It's fine. I'll probably watch it, no problem. But what I don't like is that she's disguising it as a guys, had to pay my school in.
Yeah,
blah, blah,
her
blah.
dad's a doctor.
Her dad was a doctor. Went to Afghanistan. She had money. I don't understand. Like
Well, the
she
point
would have
that-
gone to porn regardless.
The point that I was
Eventually,
making,
she
people
used
are
it
like,
as an
"Oh, you
excuse."
shouldn't slut shame her." If you are going to fuck on camera for money, okay, if you do that, and people find out, people in your workplace, school, your family, friends, people are going to call you a slut, and that's par for the course, and you shouldn't be surprised about that. And I'm not going to feel bad for a girl that goes, "Oh my God, everyone's calling me a slut." You fucked on camera. You're kind of a slut.
It's like, listen, it's the equivalent of now. I'm not really down with the slut shaming.
I don't even know what that means.
There's degrees of it.
It's what I do to you, Kelly.
But there's different degrees of slut shaming. There's like, you're a whore. You shouldn't wear that dress.
Okay.
Look at the way you fuck too many dudes. There's that. But when they get to porn,
I think,
hold on.
Wait.
When the super liberal people get to porn and they're like, don't slut shame her. She's doing porn. She's a powerful woman. It's like, well, now you're taking away our argument to say, I'm not slut shaming her. I'm saying clearly something happened to her that was bad.
And she's not a powerful woman.
Don't
tell me that this bitch is empowered.
But you're saying with fucking on camera, it's like saying if I have a bad set on TV and then someone's like, hey, dude, you're not funny. I'm like, hey, don't shame me. I'm powerful. I put myself out there. I put myself on, you know what I mean?
To be
But even
judged.
if you do have a good set, then you have people who do that anyway.
Yeah. So
that's
it's either
not
way.
fair
I'm not
either.
saying that Bell Knox
That's
didn't
really
have a
not
good
fair
set
either.
because she was nailing it in those videos.
Dude, I
okay?
can't watch
I
it.
definitely jerked off to it a few times.
Did you?
Oh, yeah.
I can't get off to that shit.
It was so rough.
Yeah, I can't get
It
off.
was a lot more rough than I thought it would be. And I was like, don't disguise
the-
it. If you want to do porn, that's fine.
Well,
but don't disguise it
I
in the
didn't.
fucking.
I didn't jerk off to the 11-inch dick one. That was a little
Well,
too much. I did jerk off to the threesome she had. It was.
You are a guy that looks like he washes his hand with lava soap.
Oh yeah.
So of course you jerk off to porn.
He
That's
wears Brute.
rough.
Oh yeah.
I mean, look, dude, there's a marketplace for rough porn, and there are people that like really, really, really rough sex.
And that's
dude.
fine.
I like to get smacked around a little bit. A girl could fucking smack me or punch me, and I'm kind of into that.
Yeah, you got it coming.
I have no problem. I have
With
no
your fancy
problem
wand.
with what people want to do with their bodies, but I mean, come on, dude. If you're gonna fuck on camera, and whatever the parameters are surrounding that, people are going to fucking. They're gonna.
I don't necessarily agree with that, though, because it's like what Dan said. If you do a set, everybody seems to have an opinion. Like, you have a set and you could murder. You're going to have these people who are just in bad places in their life. They're going to get on the internet anonymously and try to slam you.
That's exactly what it is. It's all these other people that are upset
You
at
know?
themselves for some reason, and they're like, you're a whore. Listen, the fact of the matter is, Bella Knox, I don't give a shit what she does.
Nah, whatever.
I don't think I'm not going to call her a slut. I don't know her. She hasn't done anything to hurt me.
Right.
All I know is her porn makes my penis soft.
Hold on, what
because
is the
it's
definition?
fucking, it looks like she's being hurt.
Yeah.
Can I?
But there's a
hold on,
problem
what-
with
what-
it. Can I say something?
I
There's
just
a
have
problem.
question.
Yeah.
Just one quick question. I'm sorry, Mike.
no.
What is the definition of slut? Can
I think
somebody tell me that?
my personal definition of a slut is a girl that uses sex to hurt other people.
I was
Okay.
going to say if she wears makeup.
Anybody in heels,
I mean,
if she's
that way-
asking for it.
What? What?
Mike and his old school values. Any woman that's not willing to have children and make a hot dinner for a man that wants.
Those skirts got to be below the knees. All right.
But I think I've always looked
Hold
at.
on, hold on. This is the definition of a slut. This
What is
the-
it?
But I'm
this
saying
is
that-
by the fucking Webster's Dictionary. A woman who has many casual sexual partners.
But I don't
No,
think
I
that's a
don't
slut.
think that's a slut.
I don't think that's a slut at all.
But Dan's.
A promiscuous woman.
No.
No.
A woman
No.
with low standards of cleanliness.
You're
No.
describing
I mean-
OK Cupid.
Yeah.
Is what
No,
you're
Dan's is
describing.
a girl
No,
who
but
uses
this
her
is the
pussy
Webster.
to get
hold
what
on,
she needs.
hold on. You're
Stop interrupting. Kelly had a good point, though.
Go ahead, Kelly.
But you were saying
No,
that
that's a perfect explanation.
I
It's a
think-
girl uses her pussy to fucking be awful.
slut
I'm not
has-
giving you my opinion on what slut is. I'm giving you the definition
Yeah.
of the dictionary.
Who's
So
this
that's-
Webster
You
guy
guys
that
are giving me
keep
your
talking
opinions
about?
on this.
But slut, to me, slut's been put on too many women that don't be the same way racist has been put on too many people discussing shit where they're like, oh, well, you're a racist. Well, no, I'm not. I'm just trying to discuss something. It's gotten overblown. It's a term that liberals, the super liberal people, the most annoying of all, the politically correct, fucking all the way to the left, which, by the way, you're just as annoying as all the way to the right. Those people love
Maybe
to use-
more annoying.
Way more
because
annoying.
people, by the way, people all the way to the right, at the very least, it's very much like just based off common sense and their values.
Well,
even if it's as wacky as religion, at least you can understand that that person makes a fucking
common sense all the way to the right doesn't really exist. But at least their beliefs are so silly that you're like, well, you're
But
wrong.
their beliefs are strong and built from a foundation. But the other, uber liberals are the ones that go, what did Colbert say? Hashtag ban Colbert.
Let's start a militia.
Those people are the ones that want to just have everyone like them. Whereas the right, they're just like sticking to their guns to the point where you're like, well, you're wrong. Why can't you let up a little bit?
But at least they come from a stronger place.
I think both are fucked.
Yeah.
I think if you're on either side, you're fucked. If
Oh
you're
my
all the way
God,
to the
dude.
left.
I don't know how we got right here in this
I know, right?
conversation. I'm gonna get a
No.
nosebleed
Let's
right
get-
now.
Can we get
What
back to
the
slut shaming, which is what we were
dude,
talking
a slut.
about?
And by the way, and it says woman, and I disagree with that. I think a slut is any man or any woman who just casually has sex with a person, and it doesn't fucking matter to them. Promiscuity, I think that is the definition of being a slut. I'm not saying that that is wrong. I'm just saying that I do agree with that definition. I was a slut for many, 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 many years.
But you have to. Slut's a
And,
negative term.
by the way,
it's a negative term.
It is kind of a negative term.
It's
And
not kind of. It is.
I find it isn't. No, it is a negative
I'm really going to
term.
hold your feet to the fire here. I just want to be in the conversation.
I want Mark Vecchione to get angry.
I'm just saying when I was sleeping around and sleeping with many partners and not telling them about
And
each other.
some of them were gross.
Is that what you call them, partners?
Yeah. I was like a cop.
You guys were cutting a fucking business deal.
So
you guys were banging in a fucking.
I call them participants.
but I was
unwilling participants.
I am currently.
Don't give in to that rape culture.
Oh no, I can't.
I am currently ashamed of the person I was at that time.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want my son to know how many sex partners I've had. You know what I'm saying?
Partners.
Sex partner. Hey James, check out this video. It's called Sex Partner.
Sounds like a TV
It's
show.
a Cinemax movie
Sex partners.
starring Shannon Tweed.
Louis J. Gomez.
But you know what I'm saying? You should be ashamed. It is a negative thing to be a slut, and you should be ashamed if you're just fucking people randomly. I mean, I don't know, dude.
I don't know if I
don't
agree
agree with
because
that
you're
at
going
all.
through phases where you're in a long-term relationship, then you get out and you need to explore and you need to live your life. I wouldn't label these phases that this person is this all the time. We're different things in different phases
I
of
really,
our life.
I really think once the intention gets turned malicious,
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
far as using sex, then that's where you're being a slut. Like if
I
you're
don't
like,
think every slut is malicious. Dude, let me tell you, I've had sex with plenty of sluts who just were, dude, me and Dave Smith have double teamed girls, and they were just sluts. They weren't going, I'm going to make these guys fucking buy me a boat. Like, no, dude, she was just being a slut, dude.
You know what sluts want? Boats?
She's fucking the wrong two dudes to get
Yeah,
on her
she
boat.
really is.
Would she want a skiff that you're going to steal from a dock?
Lou, can I ask you a question?
Just
As
a shitty metal boat with an
she
engine
fucks
in
you
it?
for scuba gear.
as a-
Paddles on the side.
Just swimmy.
Lewis is like, well, I can give you my water wings.
She's slutty and stupid.
Kelly, what were you going to ask me?
Like as a girl who is single and has been single for 4 years, how would you, if you had to label me a slut? If you had to,
If
and
you
I'm
were-
not like jokes aside.
Hold on. If you were, when I say promiscuous, I mean, if you would just go, hey, I'm drunk, I'm going to fuck tonight, and you're just going to fuck some
Even if
random
it's not
dude.
going to hurt his feelings, you think that's being a slut?
Yeah.
See, I don't agree.
I don't
Yeah,
agree with that either.
either.
I think
that's
if
just
you are just fucking anybody randomly at any given moment, that you're a slut by
Like
definition.
if I met a guy and I fucked him, we went back to his house, we fucked, and then
Hold
I
on,
said,
I'm not saying
wait.
one time. I'm just saying if that's your life and that's what you're doing
No,
every
but-
night, yeah, you're a slut. I'm not saying, dude, if you have a one night stand, you're not a slut. It is a slutty
Why?
thing to do.
No,
A one night stand is a slutty thing to do.
I honestly think, as far as
You're doing a Kurt Metzger impression. I honestly think.
guys, thank you, thank you. No, real
I
quick,
honestly think.
that's what's up with rape. There's not enough. No, I don't.
That surprises me, Lewis, that you'd have that opinion.
I know.
It really surprises me.
But it's just, I mean,
What, that
just
he's
because
got-
you're labeling. You're labeling something.
What he's got? That he's got a pilgrim's perspective on
really
sluts.
really got a
fucking
crazy-
yeah. You really are.
I'm not saying women. I'm saying men too. It's not defining just women or
different.
men. It's not different.
It's different.
Your opinion is super
I
promise
see,
keepers.
I think.
But
Where's his
Lou,
ring?
I want to go to meet with other men to become a better man.
but if I fuck a guy, we go back to his house, and then I say to him, hey, I'm just going to go home now because I want to sleep in my own bed. And he goes, great, no problem.
Yeah, which sounds like the greatest thing ever.
Right?
It really does.
Is that being a slut? We both got our rocks off. We're separate. No one got hurt.
It's called being an adult.
No,
Yeah.
look, I don't think that.
I
look,
hate that you think that.
if
I
you're
hate it.
just let me say, dude, I also don't care if you're a slut. I think you're really thinking that I'm going like, oh, I'm judging that person for being
No,
a
but
slut.
slut is.
No.
I think the thing is, a slut is a negative term.
Yeah.
You're not. You're not using it.
I
that way.
was a
But
male
it's
slut.
But
It
it's
was-
it's
I wasn't
super
doing-
negative. It really is.
I wasn't doing anything wrong. I was fucking a lot of people.
Yeah.
I was a male slut. Okay, I was a slut.
It's such a funny, like, arrogant kind of statement. We're like, I wasn't doing nothing wrong. I was just banging a bunch of bitches. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
I'm just saying, let's call a spade here.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that.
Whoa, it's not
Hey.
racism.
I would
No
never,
racism.
I'm never banging a black chick. Are you crazy?
I love black women.
Excuse me, my girlfriend's half black, so
Good for
I'm
you.
offended.
And good for you, because I love black women.
What am I? What are you saying? We're not going to see you on Tinder. You're anti-Tinder.
Dude, I'm just saying that, why are we hiding? Why are we running away from a term? I mean, look at the definition of what slut is. It's a person who sleeps with a lot of people.
Yeah.
That's it. I mean, who cares? A rose is still a rose by any other name, motherfuckers.
Okay.
That's what
So
it
you're
is.
saying that's the name. The name has the meaning of the name has changed.
Who cares about slut, whore? Who gives a fuck, dude?
All right,
a whore is actually somebody who sells himself.
All right, Lupac. You're really getting into fucking some dear mama shit. Like, Brenda's got a baby shit. I think it's just how you use. You can use the term. It's a term that you can use to really hurt someone.
It's a negative term.
If you're like, you fucking slut, you're like, that gonna
It's
hurt.
got super negative
It's
connotations.
super hurtful.
Promiscuous is sleeping with a lot of people.
What's more
promiscuous is different.
What's
than
more
slut.
hurtful for a girl, cunt or a slut?
Hold on,
Oh,
by the way, hold on.
slut.
Fucking is making love. I mean, it's dude. You're just slut is promiscuous. Yeah, it's the
I want
same
to get
shit,
back.
dude.
Let's get back to Scopo's question.
Yeah, say that
Yeah,
again.
What's more hurtful for if you get called a
If
cunt or a slut?
slut. If someone calls me a slut, it's so upsetting because I know that I'm not one. I know absolutely.
You don't sound like
there's
you're too sure.
nothing. No. Cunt's fine. I don't care because that means I'm being a bitch or whatever. I'll follow that up. But a slut, it's like it's so negative and so mean and so
not really that mean.
judgmental.
It's
It's so
very
judgmental about my life. You don't know me. You don't know what
Women are
happens
just as
between
judgmental.
me.
And by the way, the only people who
No,
slut shame,
no.
it's not fucking dudes like me. I don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna go.
What?
"Whoa,
You just
hold on."
did.
No, that's not. You're out of your mind. Okay, Kelly. How did I slut shame anybody? I'm not going, oh my God, what a slut, Kelly Fastuca. I don't give a fuck what
You're
you do
saying
with your
girls
pussy.
who sleep around are sluts.
Whoa,
I said
whoa, whoa,
anybody
whoa.
who sleeps around is a
Time
slut.
out. Time
She's
out.
probably talking this way because she needs to get laid.
No, I'm
Clearly, this is what happens when a slut's revved up. No, I'm just kidding. This is what we like to call slut overload. No, but what Kelly, I see what you're saying. You thought that he was using that term. Lewis, I get what Lewis is saying.
Yeah.
Lewis is almost like one of these guys that's like, calls black people the N-word and is like, but I ain't got no problem with them. I ain't got no problem with them.
That's
they
not
want to run around and
I'm
really,
not even saying that I call people a
they
slut.
want to jig it up, go for
Why-
it.
why
I
we-
like it. And then it's like, but what you're saying, I get what you're saying. But
running away from a term. It is what it is, dude.
But Kelly is saying that when you say slut, that means you're using that term in that way.
Yeah.
That you're using that word as a
Be
weapon.
mad at Webster's dictionary
No.
then, not me.
You're not saying, hey, you're a slut. Woohoo. You're saying you're a slut.
Who am I saying that? Hold on, time out.
slut?
Who did I say that about?
No, but that's the thing.
No, you just said that I said
no,
that.
No, well, that's the thing. You're saying that the word slut to you, it's like, well, if they want to be a
I'm
slut, they want to be a
saying
slut.
to
But you still have the
everyone.
connotation in it when you say it, which
Guys,
is negative.
I don't want this podcast to be you two verbally scissoring for the whole time.
If my daughter, if I had a daughter, and
Which
she, or
hopefully you will not
my
have.
son was promiscuous,
Right.
I would call them a slut.
You would call
And it
James a
wouldn't-
slut.
Yes, and it wouldn't
Before or
be a
after you
positive
say,
thing.
"Good job."
It would not be a positive thing, dude. Let me tell you something. I would fucked a lot of people in my life, and it because I came from a place where I was exposed to sex at a very young age.
Yeah.
My mother was a prostitute.
Yeah.
I fucking I had a weird thing about attention from women. I was a fat kid growing up. I had a lot of different variables and factors in my life that made me want to go out and be promiscuous. "Quote unquote" daddy issues.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's it. Okay.
And listen,
And the reason I went out and I lashed out that way and got that attention was because I had those issues. I do not want my son to have those issues.
And
I'm saying most people, I'm not saying everybody, but most people that are very promiscuous, that are sleeping with a lot of people on a regular basis, they have some sort of issue and they're looking for some sort of attention, and it's not a positive thing.
Agreed.
Most
Kelly,
of the time.
What were you
May
going to
I?
say?
Sometimes though,
Kelly's got
and
a
I don't
pussy
want
out
to
right now, by the
get.
way.
I don't want to get like sort of down and whatever. But sometimes, like someone like myself, I've been single for 4 years. I can't help it. I would love to find a man, but I can't. So I'm slowly going through these fucking idiots to try and find one that wants to stand still with me for 5 minutes. I don't feel like I have a choice to stay monogamous with someone right now because I have not been able to find him.
And you know what?
But
And
hold on,
that's-
you're-
but this is a good argument because I know exactly what you're talking about because I went through it for a lot of years of when I was drinking and I was going through it and I was having sex with a lot of women looking for validation too. But the thing is,
Put your
like,
phone away, Lou. Look, Dan's talking to you.
but you guys, I don't want you fucking. God damn it! How does Bobby keep you two separated?
I mean, if
I got-
Fastuca ever
he's like
tells
the-
me what to fucking do again, I got a text message and I have a baby at home, so if I get a text, I have to check it. That's the
Okay.
way it works.
Well,
And I
then
already
we'll
told,
move
and I already told Bobby that. I
Okay.
wouldn't text, but I have to check.
Okay.
Guys,
Sorry, Dan.
back to my point,
Yeah,
which is this: I get it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can't find a person to settle down with.
Yeah.
So so you're going out there. However, there's a difference between you being single and dating, and then just being like, I'm gonna get fucked tonight and like going out. So
Which
I
am
see-
not at all.
Yeah,
I'm not.
Which I get, but that's where I believe sluts a term. Where like if you went out, let's say you dated a guy and it didn't work out between you and you didn't like him, so you went and fucked his friend.
Oh yeah, no,
that's
no, no,
a
no, no,
slutty move.
No.
It's a whore.
Yeah, because it's malicious. If you
Yeah.
add
Yes.
if you add malicious into
Intent.
it, then it is.
I just
then
don't agree.
It's intent.
If you have
because
a
you're coming
one-night
from a different
stand-
place in your life, Lewis.
No,
Now,
Mike.
That's
you're
true.
in a different place
That
in your
is
life.
true.
So don't sit up there in this different place. You're in a good place, and that's great. But then judge everybody else who is
I'm not
in
judging
the place.
anybody.
But
kinda
this
are.
term "slut" is a judgmental term. It's
Mike,
judgy.
if you have a one-night stand, whether you're a guy, girl, married, single, whatever you want to do, it is a slutty move. And if we want to fucking sugarcoat it and pretend that it's not, I don't know why she just did that.
It's not, but it's different. First of all, it's different connotations between man. You can call a man a slut all you want, and he'll just.
And he's
raise
a
his hands
hero.
up. He's a hero. You call a girl that, it'll hurt her.
Yeah.
So it's different. You can't act like it's all.
So
equal.
here,
It's not.
which
It's
brings
not
it back
all
to the
equal.
original point, which was these girls that you were having this argument about Bella Knox, and they were saying that she does not have dad issues, that she's not doing this. And my point is, she clearly comes from a family that can afford to go, that she can afford to go to Duke University.
Yes.
She comes from a family that can do that. So she is doing porn for a reason that is not specified.
I
that
just don't know.
probably
I
is
don't
an
know that.
issue.
I don't know that.
And you don't know that. I don't know that.
No, she did
No one
say
does.
that.
And
She did say
these-
in O&A. She said that she would probably be doing porn, maybe not right now, but in the future. She would be doing porn.
Because I truly believe that something
Yes.
dark happened to her.
Hello, the cutting on her legs.
You
the
can't.
scars.
No one
They're
cuts
serious.
themselves when
No.
their fucking parents were both there.
I
and
have
very
no
attentive.
cuts.
No
Yeah.
cuts.
No cuts. Two
I
parents
grew
still
up,
alive.
Yeah, I grew up dead dad, dead sister, no cuts. Lou, Lou,
Yeah,
let's see
I've
that.
cut myself before.
Let's see that shredded up body.
Nah, I'm like that, but I did it for more for like attention.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Aw,
But the point
funny
is,
bun.
but I think like as we were talking about, the original conversation was their
Mm-hmm.
podcast mirrors another podcast that's on the Riotcast network, and then we were talking about before the show. Women, I believe, don't handle fame as well as men initially. Look at that big butt knocking shit around. But you know what I mean?
Okay.
Now, Kelly, you wanted
Yes.
to talk about this, but
Yeah, no, I'll talk about this. This is
and Mike,
I've seen
I
it.
would love to hear
I'd love to
your
hear Mike as well.
old timey fucking take on this.
Why do I have an old timey take? I had a very progressive view. Why is Lewis shaking his head at me?
Nah, Mike, I don't like the way you're coming at me with this heat, bro.
No, I'm not. I just think that you're.
I love it.
I think you're
seen...
oversimplifying the words. It's equal for all people. I don't think it is. Like
Can you
maybe
not, never speak at me in rhyme again.
maybe in Webster's dictionary it says that, but the connotations in real American society it's much different.
Yeah.
I
It's like the word faggot.
yeah.
It's Webster's dictionary. I don't know what it is, but let's take a look.
No, it says
Putting a bunch of
meatballs.
sticks on
Is
a
that your?
fire.
It's faggot. Is actually means meatballs in England. So I think that was a shot at me, Dan.
It was.
Not cigarettes in
You
England, not
faggot
meatballs.
eating.
Cigarettes. I
You
think it's meatballs.
faggot eating. Push up doing.
Well, he is Italian, so it all makes sense.
He is the most Italian.
I'm in love with Mike Vecchione
whoa.
for taking the stance that he's taking.
Yeah, you got to sit back, half blood.
Whoa.
We know you. Look at that. Look at that Sicilian
You
face.
full-blood Italian?
Yeah,
You
100%.
got me.
Yeah. But anyways, back to this thing is I really want to talk about it.
Yeah, let's
Women
talk about it.
getting initial fame
Yep.
quickly, getting
Yes.
fame quickly. I think women don't handle it as well as men.
How do they handle it, Dan?
I feel like it goes directly to their head,
Yeah.
and they try to change their lives
Yeah.
immediately without realizing that it's a fleeting thing.
Yes.
I,
I
think,
don't know relative to women, but I don't think a lot of men handle it well.
Well, there you go. But I don't. But
Fuck you, equal opportunities. I'm sick of this shit, bro. The fuck, man?
I'm standing here.
I've noticed it more on Dan's point. I've noticed it more with women. I've seen men get famous and women get famous. I've seen the women not being able to handle it a lot more than the men. And I think I figured it out because I don't.
I'm not talking about I'm not talking about fame in general. I'm
Yeah.
talking about
Getting
quick
stuff, yeah.
overnight shit.
Yeah.
You look at Schumer. Schumer's built for years.
Mm-hmm.
She's been on the steady rise.
Slowed
and
up,
she's
right.
still the same person. Amy is still the same person.
A bitch.
I've seen, but I've seen other women. Get,
I'm kidding, by the way. Amy's a sweet person.
I've seen other women get stuff,
try to-
and all of a sudden, is that who they really were?
Yeah.
The whole time.
Yeah.
You know, like I know we've joked around on the show before about a certain show on MTV where a lot of women all
Yo,
left-
MTV raps.
Yeah, we all know that. Freddie,
MTV Cribs?
yeah, Fab Five Freddy fucking totally changed. But yeah, they changed. That was the first time I saw it where I was
Yeah.
like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Like women that were like, bye boyfriend that's been with me. Now I don't know the circumstances of that.
Yeah.
But I've seen it enough where I'm like, wow, when there's smoke, there's fire.
Do you think it's those particular women, or women in general? But there's just enough evidence for you to say it's women in general.
I don't have enough evidence to say it's women in general.
My evidence.
I don't have.
It starts with your ovaries.
Yeah, I don't have.
I don't know if there's any generalization between fucking women getting famous and men. Dude, here's the thing. I think in general, fucking women are assholes, so they're gonna act more like assholes when they have access to cool shit.
You really
quicker.
hate women, Lou.
I don't hate women. I just
women are
think
sluts.
But you're saying-
they're
but you're-
assholes. They're cunts.
But you're saying
it's like.
No, I like that you've painted Lewis as like this misogynistic
I'm
guy.
really not at all.
Yeah, I like Lewis was actually pretty much being like, hey, it's even. Men and women are both sluts. And then Kelly's like painting Lewis like he's like, you shoes off.
Yeah,
you goddamn devil women with your ovaries. It looks like the devil's horns.
Yeah, Kelly's.
That's why it's there.
Kelly's guilt of fucking a bunch of dudes is seeping into her right now, so she's acting like I'm talking about her. I don't give a fuck what you do,
It's
Kelly.
like if you were like bringing something up that I like, and I'm like, well, what about it? It's just the guy just didn't like doing that on the weekend.
Wait. Kvazi said, "Let's be honest about all of this."
Let's be
Hey,
honest.
you guys can't say that because that's the name of his podcast.
I don't give a fuck. We created that.
I own that shit, motherfucker. Are you kidding me?
What?
really funny.
It's Rodney Rodriguez.
Yo, son, I be saying crime, you be crazy.
Yo, for real though, I'm gonna do 40 minutes in between this next comic. Welcome to Bar 4 Days.
Oh, you suck my
Bar
ass
four.
pussy. I can't do it, Marisa.
Bar 4.
Let's be honest, it's another fun segment. But
Back to horse.
he was
All
one.
right.
Giannis is one that got fucked over by this shit.
He didn't get fucked over, dude. Here's the thing. Here's the problem with comics, okay? We really think that comedy matters. We really think that our fucking jokes that we spend our time on really is the big deal in the big fucking picture, okay?
Absolutely.
And in reality, it's not. It's looking good on camera and being able to fucking interview other celebrities or being able to act or being able to do all this other shit. And then comedy is something that we get to do, and it's a lot of fun because we do those other things well.
Very
if you
true.
look at anybody who's successful in this business, why do you think Bobby Kelly's in fucking acting classes to this fucking day, and he's doing pilot after pilot after pilot? Because he knows in order to get to that next level, he's got to get onto a fucking TV show. We are egomaniacs, and yes, I write better jokes than most of the fucking girls that are on these little shitty shows, but it doesn't matter. I'm not the dude that's going to go and tell other 15-year-old girls how to fucking attract their boyfriends in
I
school.
would love that.
Oh my
too, I
god,
would love
dude,
it
can I
too.
do my
This is
own
what you
girl
do.
code?
This is what you do.
Called Lewis Code.
Lewis code.
Lewis code.
Listen, if you want to keep a man happy, suck that dick. Don't be a slut. Boom. Done. That's Lewis code.
But how do you suck a
Suck
dick
one
without
dick.
being a slut?
Suck one dick, though.
That's
you
a
know.
conundrum, bro.
Lewis,
I would-
and
my
not
show
only
would-
this, Lewis will show them how to suck a dick. Lewis is the guy to actually instruct
Hold on,
them.
give me a hair clip.
Give me a hair clip and a fake dick and watch me rip this thing apart.
I'm just saying, dude. We like that's the thing. It's not about handling fucking fame. Like we can't handle girls that are less funny than us on stage in this little spectrum. We can't handle that. It's not them not being able to handle the fame. We cannot handle
But you
people
don't-
that are
so
less
you don't-
funny than us getting more famous, and that doesn't matter.
You don't think at all it's some of these people don't handle it as better as other people? Because I disagree with you. I've watched
I don't really know how these people are handling it.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
don't
in
know
their
either.
lives like that.
I've
you know?
seen him. I've seen a few of them change, and I think it's especially with.
Well, Kelly, you said this about me
women.
recently. You said you were like, Lewis, you're the only one that I know out of all the guys here that if he got famous, I think you would change. What did you mean? You think I would fucking change, Kelly? I'm the
I
guy.
guarantee Lewis would not change.
Are you out of your fucking
Because he
skull?
is the most stubborn cocksucker in the world.
Just be body slamming people on bigger
Oh,
stages.
I can't.
I'm talking
I
to-
almost hope it get you. I would kill to be in that room where a stylist is like, Lewis, we're gonna have to take off that old UFC shirt. He's like, really? Why don't you take it off me, you fucking cunt? Okay, well that was the fashion
That was a
designer
great
for
voice.
NBC. So.
No, but I think I'm talking about extreme fame though, Lou. Like you're the only one person I know that if you got extreme,
Well, yeah,
if you
if he's
started dating a Kardashian, it would be fucking nuts. Like you'd be answering
No,
the door
actually,
in a fucking
I'm the kind of
robe
guy
and
that I
gold
would fucking.
chains.
I would always help out the people that have helped me out.
No,
in the
no,
past.
No,
I
I
would
think he
always-
would punch the paparazzi. If they were in his face.
That's-
Get out of my face!
That's the only reason I want Lewis to be famous. Because
You would Kanye some people.
No.
Nah, he would be
He
worse.
would be
because he
fucking-
would have a power behind it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's thrown punches in real situations.
You would lose all of your money, the paparazzi, because you would hurt them, break their camera, and then
You'd
have
break
to
an
pay
orbital bone.
millions of dollars worth of
He'd
settlements.
stand up and pose in front of him.
Yeah, he'd be like, any of you other fucking cocksuckers that are taking pictures want a piece of this? You just broke Ryan's face. This guy's like, I need a hospital. He's all melted on one side because you broke his bones.
I don't agree with that, Fastuca.
Okay.
I think no.
I
have
think
to.
now here's my thing.
No.
I think Kelly would change.
No.
Oh no, Kelly would fucking change so fast.
None of you in here know me well enough to know if I would or wouldn't.
Yeah, because we don't know you well enough because you never let us really get a glimpse of who you really are for more than 3 minutes.
Wow.
Wow,
Louis
that's a
really-
real ass
Ask
observation.
me a question, Lou. Ask me a question about my life, but none of you have ever asked me
Hold on,
anything
Kelly?
about
Oh, don't do that.
No,
to
no,
my
no.
mom. My mom used to
Can
do
I
that.
say something, Kelly?
Why don't you ask me how my day is?
Your mom was also a slut. So
Oh,
You know what though?
you know what, dude?
I kind of agree.
Not Trish.
Kelly, she.
At least your mom made money from it.
Oh man. Oh yeah, she did.
Oh, Jesus.
Hey, we can do this.
You want these all day, bro?
Yeah, we do that.
The gloves have come off.
you guys. My mom was cooking and going to church, but, so I don't know how you guys were raised.
Mrs. Vecchione, the sweetest lady in the world.
Yeah.
That's right.
I want to meet your mum. You make a
can
good
make-
bolognese?
She makes
Ah.
a sweet rigatoni.
Yeah.
God damn
Nothing
it.
like having the house smell like a baked ziti on a Sunday
Can
afternoon.
I come to yours for
Every
Christmas?
Sunday.
Every Sunday. Back to Kelly changing. Scopo, go.
Kelly is very big in this comic world of where she's at, and she thinks who's better than who she's better than.
Now,
And if she
What
got,
do you mean by
if
that?
she got,
can I say
if
this?
she
And
got,
this relates. You guys, you both almost do that. The thing that you just named, you guys
Oh,
are
I do it. Yeah,
you guys
yeah.
are both very concerned with who you're better than, and you got to both realize that you're on the fucking bottom, and you're both in this together trying to climb up. That's the truth. You're both concerned about being better than each other. You're both concerned about being better than other open mic comics and other dudes that are doing guys like, dude, just get fucking really good. And that's a lesson that it's hard, that everyone takes a really long time to learn. I have a hard time with it now. There's people like Dan, who I started with, who he's fucking blowing me out of the water. But you have to just realize, dude, we fucking started in this thing together, and I can't be concerned with who's better than who.
which is a really good thing because that's like something that I think it took me a long time when I first started comedy to get over. In the second
Blowing
year.
everyone out of the water?
Yeah, I was like, why?
Oh,
Why am I
God.
wind burning?
I'm just crushing it
Why
all
am I-
the time.
Why am I wind burning so many people's faces with my blaze to glory?
Am I crushing it or killing it tonight? I don't know.
I can't see who's so far behind me.
Oh,
Because all I do is keep going forward.
Pew, 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 pew.
Uh-oh, is that the success train? Making express stops. No, but
No, but
I
seriously,
used to
Dan
do-
is killing it.
But I used to do that thing where I'd be like, oh, fuck, this guy, like, we'd be at the same open mic, then like, this guy got a Montreal audition. Why didn't I get a Montreal audition? Then you're just pecking at yourself, driving yourself fucking nuts.
Yeah.
And you think both of them are doing that?
I think you guys are in it to fucking together right now. It's like you guys are fucking. You're.
They
I'm
should
so-
fuck.
They should fuck. They should fuck. They should fuck.
Even old Mike Vecchione's on it.
Yeah, I'm in.
He believes in
He
marriage
said they should
first.
fornicate though.
I don't believe in calling even sluts, Lewis.
Fornicate. It's not me and Dave Smith.
I don't
were
believe in judging
specifically-
them if they want to fuck.
They should commit a sin, I think.
me and Dave Smith were specifically talking about this, and it's like you guys have this fucking bond, and it's like you guys have this amazing opportunity as these super young comics to be on this platform in front of so many fucking people. You guys should cherish it together and learn from each other about the experience. I think you guys are so concerned with fucking competing against each other that I think you're not enjoying. You have an opportunity to enjoy this experience. I had people like Dan and Dave Smith that I started doing comedy with that we got to kind of be in the trenches together and experience it with. And you guys are so combative against each other. It's just a weird thing.
Yeah,
Who's
because
this Dave Smith
I don't
that
think
you speak of?
I don't think you're right there. I don't think.
But see, I see what you're
I
saying,
really-
and I don't know if it's the same with you two, but I know what you mean. Like us coming up, we had a blast. We never
Yeah.
worried about either one of us do it.
It was unbelievable,
Yeah.
dude.
It
You
was
know, and
even-
only once people start getting stuff, that's when it's the time to fucking feel self-conscious and whatever. But when you're very young, when you're an opportunity, you're only doing it for a couple of years and you're just starting out, it's like that's when you should be enjoying every aspect of this and not even be worried about getting shit.
and to hang out and fucking be
And
around
fuck each other.
I'm
Just
just-
fuck each
I'm-
other in front of everybody on the
I just,
podcast.
it's
I'm
Right?
still worried. I'm very worried about, want to do this in the future. But you peck at yourself saying, what the
No,
fuck?
you're gonna
What the
do it,
fuck?
Mike. Tell him he'll be
No.
fine in the future.
Look, listen.
Actually, you're not going to be fine.
No.
You're gonna be right
You're not
back
gonna be
here.
Can I just go back? Can I go back to
Here,
the union
At least
job?
you got a regular gig here. I don't even have a regular gig.
Let me tell you,
You
three.
lose
I'm
this
invited
gig.
on occasionally.
Let me guarantee you three things. Number one, your jokes will be excellent. Huh?
Ah!
Number 2,
Thank you, big pump
your
up.
room will be very organized.
I organize my room.
With
Number
3
3.
pictures of Jesus.
You're going to be lean, looking good, shirt off.
Good.
The key is to keep your body fat below 8%.
Mike, do you have a cross in your bedroom? Like the Jesus?
I have a Jesus on my.
You have a
do?
few
But
pictures
I have
of
like
Jesus.
a picture of Jesus, and then my mother gave me a Sacred Heart picture that I've had a long time, and that's inside.
Sacred Heart. That's my college.
Yeah.
Sacred
there
Heart.
you go.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. No, I don't know about that. I don't want to. Even saying this, I know that you're not even going to let me finish, and you're going to already kind of jab at it.
So,
but
Dan, anyway, what are you
being-
doing after the
See,
podcast?
right? But sometimes being a lady, it's harder
Oh, no.
to say exactly.
You say anything
Let
is harder
me
as a girl.
finish.
Go. Sorry, go.
By the way,
It's
hold on.
harder.
Let her finish.
We're
let her
at
finish.
50 minutes right now.
We'll take a break in a minute.
We're taking a break after Kelly's.
I want to hear this ridiculous point. Go ahead, go.
The thing is, though, you and Dan, you're bros and you're dudes, whatever.
We rub
right?
wieners.
Right, okay. I can't be a bro with you, Lou. I can't be a bro with
Yeah,
you,
you can.
Dan. No, I can't.
I'm bros with Adrian
I-
Appalucci.
I'm
I'm bros with Adrian
exactly.
Appalucci. She's my fucking bro. I talk about the fight with her. She's an equal. She's not, I don't. She's by the way, she's doing way better than me also. But like that's a
There's
buddy
been
of mine.
too many times where I've been in a green room hanging out with other comics, and everything they do is made to make me. I'm aware that I am not on their level. I'm not part of their conversation.
Well, then
I
that's-
don't get hellos. I go up to them and say, "Hey, how you doing?" I've been sitting in green rooms where guys, comics, are like talking about other female comics they're fucked, and then my friends, and then I've piped up going, "Guys, this is gross," and they're like, "What are you doing here? What are you doing
Kelly,
here?"
can
Then
I
just go.
say one thing that's important?
I just hate it.
Here's the problem, okay? And I'm going to tell you right now. Me and Dave Smith, about a year and a half ago, we were at Gary Veter's show, and we were really like, I was in a very dark place. I was about to quit comedy. I was about to move to LA and probably quit comedy, okay? And I was sitting there, and Mark Norman was there, Sam Morrell was there, Jermaine was there. There was a bunch of dudes that were there that were just doing shit. And I said to Dave Smith, and I was like, dude, what the fuck do these guys think of me, dude? It's like, they fucking probably think I'm a fucking idiot. I shouldn't be here. Like, really, like, in my fucking head. Dave Smith, same thing. We're like, yeah, dude, it fucking sucks. This is before we got Montreal. We were both really just
I was
in a
there with
negative-
you guys that night.
Yeah,
I was
probably.
drinking.
Yeah, dude, we were in a really fucked up place about the way people saw us.
Yeah.
Okay, and it was in our fucking heads. It had nothing to do with anything. The problem the problem with female comics, I think, is they automatically go to, oh, it's because I'm a female.
You know
and
what
we're not.
you-
everybody goes through that same
But
self-conscious
Kelly, you know what I
shit.
was gonna say in that case? Like friends of mine who are successful, like Nikki Glazer and Schumer. You know what they would have done in that? They would have
Right,
made
you know
fun,
Schumer, Jesus.
But they
dude.
would. I'm saying they would have made fun of the people talking like that. They'd be like, "Really? That's what you're fucking talking about?" They would have used funny to fucking get in there and be like, "I'm fucking fun." Like they would have said something that's funny to break that up.
Yeah.
Instead of just sitting there going, "Guys, those are my."
Well, I
friends."
didn't
They
say
would-
anything. That's
but
the thing. I
that's
just was
again.
quiet.
That's your problem. That's your silence. Just, instead, just say something. Like I don't get like. I
It's
think.
hard. It's hard.
No, but she could
because-
say something, or she could just walk out of the room.
Yeah, but
Well, that's what I normally do, and that's why I don't
But
have
that's not
those
a big
strong
deal.
friendship groups with these people because I can't connect with someone when they talk. Because I don't
So
like
let
them.
them-
I don't want to talk.
Yeah, but who cares then? I mean,
Yeah.
it's
In
really
that
about your
case-
journey.
Yeah, I
It's
don't
like
know.
when you go out at night, it's kind of like you gravitate towards the people you gravitate towards, but it's really about writing and working.
But I
and
do
getting
understand what
better.
you're saying, though.
So I don't know about this whole. I guess it's fine to have camaraderie as a result, but you're naturally going to gravitate to who you gravitate towards.
That's
Okay.
And feel
very-
comfortable who you're going to feel comfortable
Yeah.
with. It's not really about any of that. It's about you like pushing and trying to get.
you know what I
better,
think-
I think. Anyway.
I think my problem was that early on when I first moved here, everyone would be hanging out and drinking, and you do an open mic, and then you'd either go to a show, and if you were young, you didn't have a show, or you'd go to another open mic, or you would stay where you were, make friends, get drunk as an open mic or whatever. I never did that. I always went to Stand Up New York and hang out for 4 hours by myself.
But that's what I did.
That's
I
what
never-
I did.
I
But
never
I
did
think
that.
the problem with, because I did it for like, especially the first 2.5 years, it's all I ever did was go to clubs, hang out. And that's how I started to know everyone really quickly on the outskirts of like the open mic scene, right? But the problem with it is that I lost the ability to form the friendships because those friendships
But
kind of
I-
went away from me, and now I want to be friends with those people, and I'm like not connecting with them.
I disagree with you because to back up what Mike said about you gravitating towards the people that are like you.
Yeah.
When I first moved here, I was doing open mics and I was going then, and I went up to stand up, and and all I knew was Lewis was a producer. He had a show. That's it.
Hell
but
of
I
a
didn't,
show.
But I didn't know. I'm not that kind of guy. It's like, oh, I should get close to Lewis because he's a producer. I met a ton of other producers in this city where I was like, hey, can I get up? Lewis was honest with me. He's like, I'm going to try to get you up. I know you do check spots. I'm going to put you after Harris Stanton. Let's see what you guest spot.
Yeah.
And then with Lewis and I for the first month, it was just I would show up, hey, you got any spots? And then all of a sudden we'd be outside smoking and talking about wrestling or talking about something else where you're like, oh, you like that shit too?
Or how women are sluts.
Yeah, just really hating women together.
There's a lot of slut shaming.
Yeah. But by hanging out and me talking to him, that's the point. I talked to him. I was like, oh, it's this. So I know you said you have this inability to connect with people because you're not fucking talking to anybody.
Yeah, and I think you also get nervous, and then I watch you do this because, Kelly, you're being right now, this past 5 minutes is the most real you've ever been on this show, in my opinion.
Right.
You're being really you right now.
Right.
And if you were really you and not so concerned with the way people are viewing you,
Yeah.
which was my problem. I'd go into these shows, I'd go into these alt shows, and I was so concerned with how people were viewing me that I'd sit at the fucking bar by myself, just talk to the couple people that I knew, and I wouldn't really be me.
Yeah.
I think you get kind of nervous, and we react differently. Like, you'll still talk, I think you just kind of, you kind of come off as uncomfortable in those situations, you know?
Because I think I am.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
But you can't
guess
blame
what?
you being a girl. It has nothing to do with
No,
you
no,
being
no.
a female.
I would not. No, please believe me when I
you're
tell
barely
you.
a female.
Right. Please believe me when I tell you that I never the chick stuff. Like, I never want to be like, I'm a comic. I'm not a chick, and I know that
I
sounds
never
shitty.
wanna be.
But I don't want to.
I don't want to be.
I would never use it as an excuse. Do you know what I mean?
I want to be. I don't want to be.
Like, my inability to connect to people isn't the woman's. It's more just
It's
me.
you.
It's me. And I don't want anyone to ever say Kelly thinks that she's got a hard time because she's a chick. It's me. I know chicks that can connect. I know chicks that are, that we're friends with everyone, blah, blah, blah. And I always kind of
But Kelly, in your
break
defense,
away.
In your defense, if I wasn't a raging alcoholic, I wouldn't have made a ton of friends when I first moved here.
Yeah.
Because I was the guy that's like, let's go get more drinks. And
Yeah,
everyone's
yeah.
like, this guy's a good time. And
It's
I'm
a
like,
great
"Fuck,
time.
Let's
I
hang
got
out with him.
demons.
But it's about like being yourself and then being organic and then having those, because otherwise, like, there are some people who are just very like, and I'm not, they're successful, but they're just very premeditated, and like they look at a situation like, I have to talk to this guy, I have to schmooze with this guy. I
And
have to do
those
that.
people you'll
and
notice.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes, I hate
some of those
them.
people are very, very successful people, and they have
Yeah.
a strategy, and they do it. That's just not who I am.
I think
so
because
it's
I
like,
burnt, I feel like sometimes I get burnt because I'll be really good friends with someone, and all of a sudden, I mean, let's just say she was a female,
Yeah.
and let's just say started getting stuff,
Marina
and
Franklin.
now I can't connect with that person anymore. And if I do see
Jodie
them,
Wasserman.
and genuinely like, oh my god, how are you? I haven't seen you, and they're like, yeah, I'm good, and looking over my shoulder to see.
Well, then you don't want to deal
That
with that.
happens.
Yeah.
No, but it hurts my feelings because
Yeah,
I've
but Kelly,
invested in friendships.
there's 1,000 fucking comics in New York City. If you are worried about that shit, there's plenty of
I'm not
people. I
worried
won't name
about it.
names.
It's more just
there's
it
a
hurts my
dude who I saw. He started a few years before me. This motherfucker's getting pretty famous, like pretty famous. I saw him in L.A. Literally didn't even. I said, "Hey, what's up?" He was like, "All right," and like walked away. I'm like, dude. Like, I was really, like, I wasn't friends with him, but I was really cool with him. Like, it would be like, I bumped into him like 4 years ago when he was in New York. It was like a big hug and fucking, dude. Now it's, and I'm not worried. My feelings aren't hurt. Fuck that guy.
But
I don't
those
give a
people,
shit.
but those people are going to be those people.
Pete Holmes.
Yeah.
And
It was Pete Holmes.
and there's like,
I'm
there's
just
peop-
kidding, but I'm happy.
Please be on your show.
But there is shit where there's guys that you're gonna know that all of a sudden get shit and change, and you're like, who the fuck are you? Like, when did you? But those aren't your friends.
Yeah.
Then they're not your friends.
I feel like something happened.
We're
when,
not your friends.
Yeah, I know.
I'm looking into your eyes.
That's what they're trying to tell you.
I'm
Tell
well
us.
aware of it because
We are not.
I know when I I'll that's a story for another time. It's fine.
No,
No, tell
don't
it,
do
it's
that.
fine.
Fuck that. What's
No.
the story?
No, I remember when I first started doing this show, it got back to me from a few people that I hadn't even seen. You know, that watch Kelly, she's going to be a piece of shit, she's going to change, blah, blah, blah. Like, a few of the sort of open mic people, blah, blah, blah. I feel like what happened when I got this show is that the people I was coming up with disconnected from me because they were like, well, she doesn't need us now. She's on Barbie's show. She got, people like
Nope.
Dan and blah, blah, blah.
Nobody
for you-
thinks that
But
way.
no, but then I was hanging out with you guys, but you guys were too far ahead of me for me to be friends and connect with you guys. So I kind of got stuck in the middle where
Dan just lapped everybody.
Yeah.
Hey.
do you know what I mean? Like
I'll be right back.
I got stuck in the middle, and now I'm trying to go back to the people I came up with, and I feel like not that I never did anything. I never like threw my weight around, like nothing like that. It was more that I know. Well, that was the wrong choice of words.
Come on. Let's fucking set us up perfectly.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Does that make sense? I kind of got
Yeah.
stuck in the middle. Like I was I wasn't. I
You
was
know what
so
my-
far away
you know
from
what-
your levels to be friends with you guys, so I never was friends with you guys.
Do you know what my friends did when Bobby brought me on this podcast? Beat the shit out of me verbally.
Yeah.
Giannis always was like, "How's your two dads doing?" He's like, "You DeRosa and Bobby, you working out your dad issues?" That's what friends do. They bust your balls. They don't talk behind your back. They
Yeah.
bring it right to you. You know what I mean? And it's fucking. You're just gonna have to deal with that. We're gonna take a break.
Okay.
I don't
I
know.
didn't mean to get solemn.
Are we
guys.
coming back? Are we
okay?
coming back stoned?
We're gonna come back.
Can we,
Stone.
Kelly, will you get stoned with us?
No way.
We did this one other. We did one. Ari Shafir was here.
I gotta do shows tonight.
No way.
I can't
Here's what we're
usually
gonna do.
stage high.
Lewis and I might come back high, and we'll do another 15 minutes because then Mike's got to go home and do his knuckle push-ups
That's the way I do it.
while he thinks about his enemies.
I like Angry Vecchione, by the
Yeah.
way. Can I just verify? It's
I wanna
great.
And by the
destroy
way,
my rivals.
Be
if
meaner.
you don't know who Mike Vecchione is, follow him on Twitter. He's fucking one of my favorite
Oh, he's great.
comedians. It's a burden to live with him.
VECCHIONE.
It's
you.
a fucking burden for him because every
It's a
time
burden to spell his name.
yes, every time he walks out of his room and he does one of these, hey, anybody got a joke about this? Bap, 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 bap. I have to put down my Xbox controller and go, I guess I got to go right because this cocksucker's just got 15 new minutes. We'll be right back.
All right.
Thank you for that.
Check.
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 No one.
Check.
Oh, wow.
Check.
Down.
Check.
Check.
Let's go around the room. Scopo first.
Check. No.
He's not even on.
Not even on. There we go. That's my mic.
That's way too loud.
Go again, Chris.
Check one.
Down a little.
Hello. Hi. Hey, what's up, guys?
Feeling the night. Feeling the night in my jeans. How about a little higher?
Yeah, I'm not loud at all. I can't
Check.
even beatbox.
Okay, Michael.
Check.
Yes. Thank you for having me. Thank
Mike,
you
a
for
little
having
louder.
Me. Thank you for having me. Thank you for
A
having
little
me.
higher, a little higher.
Thank you for having me inside you.
Boom, boom, boom. All right, you ready?
Oh, look whose volume is the highest.
Wow.
No,
I feel like my volume.
She really is, dude. I'm so low.
it's
First
not.
off, let's let
You're
it
in the red, Lou.
Yeah, I'm out in the red.
We're back. You just probably heard terrible reads from Kelly Fastuca and Chris Scopo. I would rather watch old people fuck and paint dry at the same time than have to watch that again.
Well, you could have done them.
Yeah, you're right. I couldn't, but I was getting another coffee.
That's what they call it these days. Kids on the street.
Man Dan did drugs.
Purple light. No, blue light? Black light. And why is everyone else awkward? I was looking down at the ground. I'm like, don't you guys do the thing where...
Me and Scopo did CrossFit.
Wait,
Yeah.
Dan, hold on. Let me ask you a question, Dan. Did you...
Today was Power Clean Day.
Oh yeah. And it mixed in with burpees.
What
We're
was
good.
what was the WOD?
The
You got it.
workout of the day. I know your code, dude.
Did
Mike.
Dan,
What?
do you not smoke weed before every show?
I usually give it about an hour.
Do you smoke weed and go on stage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not immediately. I can't do it at Jake.
That's-
and-
He's got to play a game of frisbee first. Snap, 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 snap. Stereotype.
Uncle Mike humor.
I like Mike Vecchione when he's really angry and mean.
I don't
Yell
like
at
that at
Lewis
all.
again.
I'm never mean.
This is his angry and mean though.
I love it. It's
guy in the
control.
world.
I'm angry. I have a point. I'm intense.
Yeah,
I'm
but
not
it's-
angry.
it's
Dude,
great.
by the way, I was just out in LA doing something, and Mike was we were staying at my buddy Nick Novicki's place for the more. Actually, I stayed at the morning of Nate Bar gets to pick me up from my hotel. He dropped me off at Nick Novicki's place. Okay, the night before I got fucking annihilated. Like I haven't been this drunk in like 2 years. Dude.
Drunk Lewis is a lot of fun.
Ah, it's so great.
I was an animal, dude. We were at the Comedy Store, dude. At one point, I literally like opened my eyes and I was like at a diner with Ari Shafir and Annie Letterman and fucking who else? Mark Norman was there. It was dude. There was so many fucking people. It was crazy. All I know is I get dropped off. I meet up with Mike Vecchione at Nick Novicki's, a little midget's place, and then Mike's like, "Hey, dude, do you mind if I got like 5 more minutes of meditation left before?"
Oh, I love you, Mike.
So he has to meditate, and I'm like, "Yeah, dude, I just don't feel good, man. I'm feeling awful." So I go in the bathroom while he's meditating, just silence in the apartment, and you just hear me.
Seriously.
Lewis has
It
to
was-
ruin it for everybody.
No, it was from his. You know how these opera singers they sing from their like
Yeah, diaphragm.
lower diaphragm. That's where he was vomiting.
Did he
from.
make this
He
noise?
was-
This noise is always good for a drunk throwing up where you go, at the end, where you puke a lot and then at the end you go.
There's no food left to
Why
throw
did
up.
they design a bathroom sound to be so echoey? It's like when you vomit, dude. Oh
It
my
was
god.
so like from your gut. It was. I would dare to say it was from your soul.
Did you
I
finish
would-
your meditation?
I would
Vecchione?
dare to say that effortlessly.
Lewis,
Effortlessly.
Lewis,
Knowing that Lewis was in pain actually helped my meditation. I'm like, there's justice in the world. Puerto Rican vomiting under the quiet.
Namaste.
Lewis threw up so much he got old-timey values. He's like, if you sleep around, you're a slut. He threw up his coolness.
You threw up your real ass dudeness.
Yeah.
Oh man.
There's
And then
no-
we went and had lunch right afterwards. And
I
Lewis
never
ate like a
felt
champ.
better. Dude, I never felt
You
better.
always feel good after a spew though.
My buddy, we were bowling in Denver one year when I was home for Christmas, and my buddy got like a big raise, and I was hammered. And he's like, let's go to Pete's Kitchen, which is this awesome diner in Denver. And I was like, who's buying? He's like, dude, I got a good bonus. I'm paying. I got out of the car and pulled the trigger. I was like, I want some room for food. And just threw up all in the back
On
parking lot.
purpose?
Yeah.
I did that. I did
Are
that.
you a teenage girl?
I don't know, but it was, I had biscuits
Reminding
and
Kelly
gravy.
Fastuca of the 11th grade.
I had a milkshake. That was,
Oh, I did that at Penn State.
did you?
I got drunk the night before, woke up early for the football game, and just couldn't get anything going. And I just went into the woods, threw up,
the
and
woods.
then after I got back, I was ready to go again.
That's where that move's the most appropriate.
Yeah.
You
In
went-
the woods.
That makes it the creepiest.
In the woods.
What
Last
else
time you were
happened in the
Oh,
woods?
I just came
Show
out
us
of the-
on this doll.
Yeah.
Could you
The
imagine
last
hearing,
time he was in the woods, he raped a girl.
hearing Lewis's noises in the woods? Just, that animal throwing up.
And all of a sudden, all these wolves started coming out into the bushes.
It's Lewis's throw up attracts wolves.
He's calling them.
By wolves, you mean other Puerto Ricans?
They're like, "What's up, man? What are you doing out here?
Hey, you want to fix your car?
What's up, bro? You don't got a mesh tank top on. You need a mesh tank top."
It's not funny.
Dominican.
It's not funny, guys.
It's funny.
I like your throw up as wolf bait.
He and you know what? I was like, he's like, wow, I drank a lot, and then that turkey chili didn't help. I'm like, of course you're gonna vomit. Good turkey chili.
He's like, then I ate toxic sludge, but it looked good.
One time I was so sick, I had a Gatorade and I vomited so quickly afterwards that when the Gatorade came back out,
Tasted
it was
like it?
still red and it was still cold coming through my
Ah, that's
throat.
fun.
Blah.
But there's something about Gatorade that does make you. I think it's
Oh, I
just
love
too much.
Gatorade.
It's too much sodium.
I wish Kelly just had AIDS.
What?
Wow.
All right.
This took-
Alrighty.
Why are you gonna? We were on a good roll there, and you just go.
Oh no, Lewis has his AIDS wand.
Potato.
Oh, no, unaids me, please.
You got an AIDS.
Took a
Do
turn
something
down.
nice for me.
I will never get AIDS because I'm not a slut.
Whoa.
Stop
Heroin
sleeping with so many dudes.
No.
Lewis doesn't like it.
First of all,
Guys.
you
Can we stop? Can we stop Kelly shaming? Shaming her for being Kelly.
Kelly shaming.
wait, what is
We're like,
that?
oh, you're so Australian.
Yeah,
Ah, look at your tits. And she's like, guys,
I'm standing up. It gets better.
Hold on,
This is Kelly.
we can slut shame, we can't fat shame, but can we fat slut shame? That's what I want to know.
Hey, man.
Oh, anyway, that means.
I'm not
You
even
know what?
saying-
You took way too hard of a stance on slut for me to ever let you use it again. You really took you hardlined yourself so much that I can't let you just.
You don't
toss
deserve
it
that
around.
wand.
Not at all.
I've become the opposite of sluttiness as I've gotten older. Now I'm very.
It's not the opposite.
No, I'm like-
Deep rooted.
Too hard.
Skanky.
I think guys lose interest because I won't
Wretched.
fuck them.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
it's a lot of hand jobs. That's not going to get you
No,
married.
not even that.
Beach.
Not hand jobs.
I just wait a while. I wait a long time now.
How long before?
3.
There's
3.5
the last
hours.
guy was like 4 dates, and we made out on the 3rd and 4th date, and the 5th date we fucked.
Yeah, but then you made out with a fucking married guy.
Yeah, I didn't know he was married, and I was really
That's
drunk.
that's a little slutty.
I didn't know he was married.
Yeah, but you've told me of married guys that you would fuck and you would have an
No.
affair with. Yeah. Yeah, specifically. You said it, and you said you like I don't care.
Yeah, but
That's
like
right.
what when we're talking hypothetical, like
No,
at a
you
comedy
said
club, who
I
I'd
would
fuck?
him. You
I
said
would.
You were texting. He was married.
Lou, I would never ever fucking be the other woman in someone's marriage or relationship. That's disgusting. I would never do that. So I can maybe hypothetically go, yeah, I'd fuck him, but I would never fucking do it. You know what I mean? I mean to
Australian
jolt.
rules.
Well, no, I would never do it.
Guys.
What, guys?
I think we can all agree Kelly will bang a married dude. I was just thinking, that's slutty. You bang a married dude? You're
Yeah,
ruining
that's
someone's
disgusting.
life.
It's shitty.
That's right down the slut
All right. Well,
checklist.
let's not
Right there.
judge. It is what it is.
Yeah, all right, Mike. Is that the thing you're into?
Mike takes a fucking angry, middle of the road stance.
It's not a middle of the road stand. I'm just
Yeah,
non-judgmental.
Mike, I'm saying, you know
Louis.
what? 1 foot in, 1
And
foot
I
out.
don't like it that she calls you Lou. It gives you some
I
kind
think
of
more-
reverence
I think
that I don't think you deserve. Not with the wand.
Oh, I think maybe you
you
hate
Lou.
him. You hate him more than I do.
Crazy.
I don't
Vecchione
hate
loves me.
Lewis. I love Lewis.
I
However-
think more politicians need to aim for the Mike Vecchione vote. I think it's right down the
More
middle.
politicians need to
They
have that
can't handle me.
haircut.
I'm an independent thinker.
You're all over the place.
Mike,
I'm not all over the place, Dan. You know that.
how is life, Michael?
It's really good. Me and Dan have a working partnership in the living situation. Like I walk in, we talk, but then I don't burden him too much. I go right to my room.
Lets me go
I
right back to my
to
video
room. He
games.
goes right to his video games, and we have a healthy spatial and emotional
So
distance.
you playing a lot of video games then?
Dude, if Mike had to be a character witness, if I was like murdered and he had to describe to the court what I was like, they'd be like, well, he's high a lot and plays video games a lot.
He could never have murdered those children.
No, but you
No way.
you're
He
not like
also
a,
never finished writing a script, apparently.
you're not
'cause
an-
he's too busy. But you know.
Oh,
I think we finished the first draft, but we gotta go. I have a contract that I have to work on. So
Well, I'm just saying, you're playing a lot of video games and getting high a lot.
No, you're
That's
not.
what I'm hearing.
Can
a
you
lot.
He's
come over
not
at 1 in
an
the
idle
morning?
guy.
Can you
I
come
say
over at 1 in the
something?
morning?
I can't come over
Can
at
I
1 in
say
the morning,
something in
Dan.
Dan's defense? He's not an idle guy. He's a worker. He's a functioning. I don't know if addict is the right word. He's a functioning guy. Though.
Quick, Chris,
It's all-
kill your looper.
He's getting too much information out. I don't want my looper to show up. It's a guy that looks like he's 80. He's like, I'm 40. I'm like, oh, God, I aged terribly.
Changing the course of history too much, Mike McGann.
Yeah, he's like,
Dan's looper.
Dan's looper's just an old man.
It looks like a fucking, what's his name? For fucking Spider-Man. Played Nosferatu as well.
Nosferatu.
Yeah, he played Nosferatu in the
What?
Nosferatu movie.
No,
So
that was
you-
like 1912.
Willem Dafoe.
Thank you. I look like a young Willem Dafoe.
What? You should have said Platoon.
Your looper is Willem Dafoe.
I would love that. I'd be like, really?
Kay Vazzi, can you please make me a looper, a
No.
Dan Soder, Willem Dafoe looper poster?
Please, Kay Vazzi. And please make a Scopo Vecchione looper.
Oh, it's going to be the greatest thing ever.
Yeah, they are the same man.
Fastuca, why are you upset?
I'm not upset.
You're
I'm
making
listening.
faces.
We
I'm
know.
listening.
Because you want your looper fine.
I'm listening.
Fucking
Big Ange.
Large Marge from Pee Wee Herman.
On a night just like tonight. The stars at night.
I think that might be the
Big
funniest
and
thing
bright.
Lewis has ever said.
That's Kelly's looper. It's
It's
Large
called
Marge.
Large Marge Fastuca's Looper.
I look great. Shut up.
You do.
I just learned what a looper was. You guys
Well,
are
Mike,
throwing it
it's
around.
movies, the talkies, as you call them.
Is that what a looper is? I didn't know
You
either.
didn't see the movie Looper?
Nah.
It was kind of cool, actually. I dug it.
Yeah.
What was it?
I thought it was a decent movie. Yeah.
Who was in it? What
Kelly
happened?
Fastuca just
Joseph
has not,
Gordon-Levitt.
She's not gotten. We've made 50 jokes about this movie. She's not gotten one of them.
She's like an exchange student where she's trying to act like she knows what we're saying in English. She's like, yeah.
Fuck, dude. I'm sure glad we did another 15 minutes high. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to get Large Marge out.
What have you been sitting on that one?
No, that was good though.
2.5 years. I've been waiting for that.
You don't know when that day's gonna be. One day you walk upstairs.
Oh man.
Well, this has been a fun episode.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Mike, thanks for coming in.
Thank you guys for having me. It's always a pleasure
wanna
to be here.
Thank you, Bobby, for having me, but then you didn't show. Very divorced dad move of you.
Hollywood
really-
Bobby's
Yeah.
back.
He really
he did call up and like, hey, son, I gotta.
He pulled a real Gary Soder.
Yeah, got some things
What?
going on
That
today.
birthday card's not there yet? Check the mail in 3 weeks. I'm like, that's enough time for you to go buy it and send it.
Oh.
You figure it out like
Sorry,
that?
Danny.
I'm a real ass emotion. I'm feeling it.
Don't
Yeah,
use-
how is
whoa, whoa,
Alan?
whoa, whoa,
Wow,
whoa, whoa,
Lewis,
whoa.
that
Don't
was
use my
strike
real
on
ass
you.
moniker.
You do not have it trademarked.
I should.
By the way,
Christy-
I've checked with the patent office. Kelly,
Someone
strike
listening?
back. I'll give you the money. You trademark real ass?
Can you also give me money for my phone bill?
No. No, I'm going to give you money to do dirty work for
Okay.
me.
Is that what a slut is? Because I'm doing something malicious?
No, no, if you bang
I like
someone
how
on the
you're bringing
way,
it back.
on the way to the place.
yeah, if you suck a dude off on the way to the fucking trademark center or whatever it's called, I don't know words.
It's called making somebody feel good.
patent. I think it would be a patent office. Yeah.
Patent Oswald office?
Follow Mike
Whoa,
Vecchione.
whoa, 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 whoa. Let's not ignore Kelly's horrific joke.
I wanted to
A
get
patent
over it.
Oswald office.
I didn't even acknowledge it.
We haven't done the
I missed
bandana.
it. I would
today.
have never acknowledged it if you would have stopped us.
Swing and a miss, guys.
Wowzers.
And just to let you know,
Can we name this episode Patent Oswald office?
Yes.
Yes, it should be.
Well, after that fucking whiff,
Oh my god!
I didn't even want to acknowledge it. The fact that you went back and looked at it
We got to fill 10 more minutes.
like a carcass on the highway.
God damn,
God
dude.
damn it.
Follow
Jesus.
Mike Vecchione on Twitter at Comic Mike V. Correct?
Yes, thank you.
One of my favorite people to watch in the city, Mike.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much. Can I also plug my podcast?
Yeah.
No.
At PA Pod. At PA
You
Pod.
have a podcast?
Yes.
What's it about?
It's just us, like, talk. We
Who's
don't have
us?
any guests on. Me, Bobby Haha,
Bobby
who's an
Haha.
interesting.
It's
he's
actually
a
on
super,
an AM radio station.
It's really AM. It's super. He's a
We're
super.
taking calls right now.
He's a super interesting guy because he's like he was a street guy and he was in the military and he's openly gay. And he's just like
he's openly
They,
gay.
they, read,
openly gay.
they
openly
read
gay.
stories about Little Orphan Annie.
And then Ben Rosenfeld, who is also a great young comic.
You
so,
guys, yeah, you can hear him right after The Shadow on on the 5th radio channel. Wall of the Worlds with Orson Welles tomorrow. Now, look, it's the PA podcast. Mike Vecchione.
Get your Randy Red Rider decoder pen.
Don't forget to buy war bonds. We need your boys overseas need the effort.
we really do it like a fireside chat. You're right.
Here's how can President Obama change the regime?
Keep your weight down with cigarettes.
FDR calls it a new deal. I call it a raw deal.
Kelly had a funny one.
Yeah, well, I passed over that too, so she's even. His boat bombing her by.
Oh, yeah.
Louis Gomez.
Louis J. Gomez.
At Louis.
At Louis J. Gomez, or if you search my new Twitter name, Louis Gay Gomez.
What?
Louis Gay Gomez. I changed it to. Which I like.
Boo.
Really?
Yeah.
What was I saw there was a Twitter fight between you and another guy today. It was quite funny. Do you know that guy?
He's just a fan. Dude,
Okay. Oh, he's
Bobby,
alright.
Bobby takes it always so seriously when people like he literally said he hopes my son gets AIDS, and
No, he said he hopes you.
no, he said a few years from now his mom will be in hell and my son will be walking around with an AZT prescription. It was pretty
Okay,
funny.
it's pretty funny.
But
That's a good callback.
I
That's a good one.
retweet. Yeah, but Dallas Buyers Club just came out. So,
Yeah, you don't know where it was.
There's a little hot button fucking
Nature
word right
nurturer.
now.
I get it.
So yeah, no, but I think that's funny, and I retweeted and I favorite it. But he's a fan. He said he was like, I would always be a fan. You know. So,
Yeah.
it's funny.
Scopo?
But Fastuca, she made
That'd be
it.
great. He just went with it. I'll always be a
What?
fan of you and your AIDS-ridden kid.
I
Don't worry, I'll
posted-
come to the benefit.
Yeah, here's a little different. I posted a picture of James on Facebook, which is for my family and friends. Fastuca
And fans, aren't your fans
and
friends
fans
of you?
too.
Okay.
Fastuca writes a thing like, "What's wrong with his hair?"
I
on
said,
the
when's
thing.
his hair going to get better?
Yeah, which is just. If it's not like it's a different thing.
You know what that means? That means there's like
Is
a.
his hair gonna get better?
What's wrong with his DNA?
Yeah, it's just like it's just not the right. And then I deleted it and then I messaged her. I was like, "Don't fucking say shit about my kid on Facebook." It's just like, "Oh mate, so, people say so many worse things." But you get like that's a forum where like his family, like Beatrice's aunts.
This sounds
and
like
her
a familiar
sisters-
conversation that we've had before.
Oh, well, Lewis has said something
Sounds like the
inappropriate.
beginning of a war.
Oh, interesting,
no,
isn't it?
fuck with me all day long, you idiot. Don't fuck with my son. That's what I'm saying. It has nothing. You could literally
But
say.
I'm the daughter of my father, so when
I'm
you
the
write stuff
daughter. I'm
there,
the son of my mom. What are
yeah,
you
but
talking
you know
about?
what I mean? Like when you fuck with me,
You
I
can
got
fuck
people
with
I
me.
have to protect.
No, Kelly, you're an
James
idiot.
This week on
James-
Bible Speak.
It's
James
not
can't fucking go
Ting
back and
AIDS.
say it.
Ting. I don't know how you give it Scopo. Ting AIDS. Let me tell you something.
Can I get
It's
it
a-
off? I don't want.
Sorry, Ting no
You've
AIDS.
said much worse things on the show, and
No,
I was joking.
it's-
You know I love James.
Beatrice's aunts and sisters and father don't listen to the show, so I don't care if people fuck around and joke around about my son on the show, but they don't get it. If you fucked with me on Facebook,
You
dude,
holding a wand just really takes down everything
If
you
you
say.
That's fucking with you on Facebook. That's nothing.
no, if you fucked with me, if you said, "Hey, dude, what's wrong with your hair?" or whatever, dude, it's a different story. I don't give a shit. And if I fuck with you, it's
It's a
different
joke about
story.
your
Hey,
hairline.
hold on. If I fucked with your nephew, if you posted a picture of your sister's son, and then I said, "Oh, look at his fucking stupid eyes," or whatever it is, dude, like that'd be fucked up
I
because
think you have said that.
no, I didn't. Publicly on Facebook, you out of your mind? I wouldn't do that. I'm right. Am I not right?
Guys, next episode, Kelly and Lewis finally bang.
Am I not right about that?
At
Mike?
Dan Soder on Twitter.
Yeah,
Dan
the thing about the hair.
Soder.com.
Yeah, I get that.
It's like no,
I
her,
get it.
Like her family isn't. They're not comics.
They're not. Yeah,
You know.
it's off the table.
Guys, we all know James has weird hair. We're
Oh
trying
my
to wear-
God, Dan! How could you say that?
No, how can you say it here? Because it's funny and it was timing. It's comedy. He has good timing. It made sense there.
Dan does
Related
have
to what
good-
you just
Dan has
said.
good timing.
I'm last
And it's-
Dan standing.
And it's in the right form. Okay,
Nah.
like it's this where his aunts aren't gonna listen to this.
My aunts are dead, Lewis.
no,
so-
no,
Oh,
James's aunts.
okay. Oh, thank God.
Chris, did
Oh,
you
I
have a
was worried.
father?
I do have a father. Yes.
Okay, me too. So
Yeah.
that's why
Hey,
we.
guess
Still,
what?
yours is still living?
Yeah.
I don't know
Hey,
what-
I got one too, and he's the
All right.
best.
Well,
Oh, look.
Yes.
Three on-
Hands.
Three
Hey,
on two.
I guess Lewis and I will just sit on this side of the room where all the industry heat is. What? What's up, Lou? Oh,
Mike Vecchione.
Welcome back.
If I had your
Oh,
haircut, I would
fuckers.
not take that from those
Oh, wait, that's
guys.
not
I'm not going
Fuck
to pay
that.
you for that.
I just farted.
Well, now you ruined
Felt
it all
like
for
industry
us.
heat.
Now you guys sit in it.
Sit in your smelly
Sit in
industry.
your
Go for
Louis
it.
J. Gomez.
Thank you, guys.
That awfulness.
Scopo, you got to plug anything?
When are we at?
Oh, yeah, May 2nd and 3rd, me and Chris Scopo. Guys, come out and watch me and Chris Scopo, plus Oni Perez from the Hammer Fisting podcast at not Comics at Foxwoods, at Joker's Wild in New Haven, Connecticut. Hold on, edit that. Joker's Wild in New Haven, Connecticut,
Yeah.
May 2nd and 3rd. The whole weekend, we're going to be having some fun, being idiots.
Yeah, we'll have a good time up there. It's
If
gonna
you
be a
guys
good
if
time.
you guys come out, we'll fucking have some fun stuff for you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'll be a good time.
Kelly.
Yo,
Nothing? All right.
I,
well,
Kelly, why are you texting?
I'm looking at the stream to see if there's anything funny enough to read out, but it's not.
oh, you hear that, everyone that watched? Kelly doesn't
right.
think you're
Kelly
funny.
says you suck.
Yay! You can catch me every Sunday at Laughing Devil in Long Island City.
There you go. She got
Boom, boom.
Yeah.
House MC. Thank you for listening.
Wait,
Next
wait,
week-
wait. Do you have anything? I have to read Bobby's thing.
Oh, read Bobby's.
Okay, Bobby Kelly, April 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, wow, 7th, 8th, 9th will be at Just for Laughs, Toronto, Canada. It'll be a lot of fun.
That was
April,
3 days ago, everyone.
There's still another 6 shows to go, Lou. So we're gonna read them out.
April 18th, Bobby will be at the Wilbur Theater in Boston, Massachusetts. Come out and see the local sun. May 1st, Harrah's, Atlantic City. The 10th at the Chance in Poughkeepsie, New York. And June 5th, 6th, 7th, Off the Hook Comedy Club in Marco Island. Come check Bobby out.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming,
Dan,
guys.
what do you wait, Dan?
Thanks for having me on.
Danny.
DanSoder.com.
Cool.
Good seeing everybody.
Good
All
seeing-
right.
I think we got a lot done today. I think we learned a lot about Lewis's hardline issues.
Yeah.
We learned that Mike makes a nice penne. We
Does
learned
Mike cook?
we learned that Chris is the future Mike, and we learned that Kelly looks like a 4th grade teacher with some dark secrets.
Real. Got bad hay fever.
And we learned that Lewis and Kaylee still hate each other. And I kind of like it. And we learned to always give Lewis a wand because it makes everything he says.
It makes everything better.
Next time, Bobby and List and hopefully me. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, we have to discuss, actually, when you're available this week, and you too.
Okay.
All right.
Bye, everybody.
We love you all.